All right, what's up, folks? So I'm going to give you a quick my OP-06 Garp list and my ideas going into EV01. So first of all, this is the Garp list here. These cards right here, I'm going to actually swap out for some, but I wanted to leave it the way it was because you saw some of the videos. Currently, you would see this list that you see here in front of you. So here I got 4 brand new, and I have it set up where you can see the brand new and then what targets it has. So 3 of the Kobe's, Destruction Kobe's, 2 Mepos, 3 Destruction Kobe's, Borsellino, Shui, regular for Ice Age. And then here I have the Rebecca and what she can grab, or what I usually grab, which is Sabo or Wabuchi, and then of course the Borsellino. I do have 2 Rush Leafies. I'm going to actually swap those out for 2 more of these books. So these are going to say bye-bye, and these are going to click here. And I have 4 Gecko Moyas, 2 Wabuchi. So I'm actually going to take 1 Wabuchi out and make it into a Sabo. So I have a total of 4 Sabos, because I found that Sabo is a game saver in this matchup. And Wabuchi is great, obviously, as a destruction card, but the issue I ran into, especially in the early game, is not having enough trash. And lacking trash with Wabuchi doesn't help out. So being able to set him aside for other destruction, I think is more beneficial. And that other destruction is going to be in the form of the 6-cost book, because it gets trashes instead of actually KOs, which bypasses the Sabo itself. I do have the Gecko Moors, the books, the Rush Zolos. The Rush Zolo is extremely clutch because it applies early pressure. And yeah, that's about it for this one. So let me talk about, I guess, the strategy I have with this, right? So let's start at the very beginning. If I'm going first, which is usually what I prefer to go, I want to have Zoro in hand. If I can get 2 Zoros in hand, that's even better. So then at that point, I'm playing, Zoro, and then swing or Garp to get that early rush in. If I'm going first and I don't have Zoro, then my turn 1 play, once I have 3 Dawn, it's going to be 1 on the Garp swing, and then brand new if I have them, and then hopefully find something of use in the form of destruction. What I try not to do is utilize the Kobe's way too early, because then I'm trashing cards out of hand if I need them. But then the other thing is I do need the Kobe's in order to fill the trash up for the Waluigi. So mid-game is usually playing the Sabos defensively or pitching Borselinos and Sabos for counter to bring back Rebecca when I need to. And then towards the end is when I try to take control of the board in full by dropping a Gecko Moya. Gecko Moya will bring back Kobe in the active state. And then also I will have either Suru the rested, or I will have Helmeppo rested, or even better, I'll have Book rested. So Book comes out with the Gecko Moya, and this combo here is pretty solid. And I give a shout out to Phil and figuring this one out here. Gecko Moya drops, brings out Kobe is active, and then brings Book rested. 2 Dawn goes on whatever I need to, let's say leader, and then now that card is -2 because of Garp's ability, and then Kobe can rest himself to care of that card if it's lower. That's obviously if it's in that range. If it's higher than that, where it's like a 10 Dawn turn, I'll have Ice Age or Great Eruption to help change things up a little bit, or even drop a Hell Nepo for the -3. You do not see a Hina in this build. I do like Rebecca Hina Lucci, but there's not too many instances where I can just Hina. If I don't have a card I want to destroy with or something like that, so it becomes a dead card in the hand. I did mess around with trying to add in a 16 pistol just to get rid of some of the dead cards. But looking at it here, I really only have 4, 8, 12, 14, right? That's it. Yeah, so that's it for the dead cards. So obviously you didn't have the events, but this doesn't feel too bad now that I have it this way. I was thinking about adding some 2-cost Garp for the 2K counter, but I'm not sure what I would take out. Helmeppo never really comes in handy as a card I play. From hand, obviously, he's just for the Gecko Moria effect. I, of course, would love to add more Borselinos if I have the alternate arts, but in reality, he gets rested very easily and just kind of ends up being more of a 1K counter in most matchups. But he is still annoying to get rid of. That's when you can only bottom deck him. Yeah, so then going into EV01, I'm going to have the 3-cost book. I'll probably end up taking out the Kobe's for the 3-cost books. They're the same stat line. Both have 1K counter, but then I can do more simple destruction without jeopardizing my hand size, which is always an issue when I play Garp or any deck of blacking besides Sakazuki. This always costs too much. And since this is the only card that costs from hand, being able to get rid of it for something that continually minuses while also destroying is fantastic. Because there's an on-play effect and a when attacking effect for who does live. I may swap out the Zoros for the Kid Killer. Kid Killer is a full cost of 5, but it does get the plus 2k boost if they're at minus 2 life. So that obviously be super beneficial. I think that's the only thing I can think of right now that I'm swapping out. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I would love to hear it. But this is my current Garp build. Now, I believe the deck itself is solid, but my play is not. So that's what usually holds me back. I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to get the right balance of it. There are a lot of players that are just way smarter than me at the game, and I am always here to learn. But yeah, any suggestions on the build, please let me know. And with that being said, do me a solid favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video. If you can, please go home, tell your father you love him. Also, do not forget that you can use discount code Nightwing, and you can save money on MetaMats, Just Say Gaming, Dueling Guard, and MetaGold, which is actually my skincare company. So if you want beautiful skin like mine, please go ahead and grab that. But yeah, see you.